feel like I've gone on like 70 Hinge dates or something. I was on a bender. So guys, I was just sitting here, you know, minding my own business, doing my taxes, going through Excel docs. I don't even have Excel downloaded on my computer. That's how little I care about the program. Just sitting here going through all of the ways I've spent money this year, which is always so fun to go through. Anyway, I digress. And this huge package arrived on my doorstep, so I thought I would show you guys what's inside. Pretending like I didn't already see what's inside because I already opened it. I was like too excited to get my camera. The citizenry sent me some fun things, and if you guys remember in Vlogmas last year, the citizenry invited me to their event in New York, and it was so cute. That's where that like giant cheese board was, if you guys remember the giant charcuterie board. How could one forget such a large charcuterie board? This box is so huge and dramatic. I'm so here for it. This looks like one of those boxes I would love as a child. They sent me this very nice woven basket, which is really cute. I think I'm gonna put my shoes in here in my room once I get around to decluttering my room, which will probably be a whole episode of Vlogmas within itself because it's such an undertaking. My room is a literal disaster right now. They sent these gorgeous towels. Like, look at that waffle. Is this a waffle? This looks like a waffle. Looks like you could really just drizzle some maple syrup on this. Large towel and then a bunch of like little cute washcloths. How freaking cute. My towel scheme in LA right now is green. Like a nice deep sage green. This is more of an olive, I'd say. I think the color of your towels in your adult life, when you can choose the color of your towels, says a lot about you as a person. So comment the color of your towels below, and I will judge you accordingly. Someone just introduced this like phrase to me, or this concept to me recently on Instagram, but I see people in colors. Like, I associate certain colors to people. Like my friends, I associate with certain colors. And the other night on Snapchat, we often use this Snapchat group, like a huge Snapchat group with all my friends from college. And I went through and labeled each of my friends with a certain color that I see when I think of them. They sent a bunch of little washcloths. My mom's gonna freak out at all this and try to steal them from me when I end up going back to LA, but joke's on her because I also asked for a huge suitcase for Christmas so I can bring home everything. I don't know what is in here. It feels like something I won't know how to use, probably. Is this a trick? Like, is this a trick? Sticks of wood. Copper Palo Santo holder. I have to Google this. That is what the sticks are for. Holy wood stand burner to cleanse spaces and combat negative energy. Now I get it. So thank you, citizenry, for educating me on the world of Santo burners. Then we have a notebook. Oh, this is really cute. It says, here's to the adventures that await. Oh, I am struggle city right now. It is Friday and I can't do much. This is one aesthetically pleasing bottle of perfume. You know something that I learned this year in 2020, besides a lot of things? You're not supposed to say aesthetic, like it's aesthetic. Like, I learned that this year because I got ruthlessly called out by one of you guys, one of you podcast listeners of mine, and they're like, Katie, you consistently say aesthetically wrong, and it drives me crazy, so I needed to tell you, and I'm really happy someone did because it's a word that I use a lot, so I was saying it wrong, and I'm sorry. Anyway, so this bottle is very aesthetically pleasing. Wait, I swear it like disappeared into my skin. Like, I just can't. Maybe it's just so natural that I can't smell it, but maybe this is also a trick. Maybe this whole basket was a prank. I don't have COVID, so don't make that joke. I can definitely smell this coffee. Yeah, I can really smell this coffee. Thank you to the citizenry for their kind gift. It really brightened my morning, and now I'm just procrastinating doing my taxes, so thank you for that. I really needed a break. It is noon. I've been sitting here for like several hours just like doing tax stuff. My biggest suggestion for time management, coming from someone who is not all that great at time management, but definitely learning from mistakes, do your least favorite things first thing in the morning. Like, do the things you don't want to do first, because then you don't spend your whole day dreading doing those things. So yeah, kicking off your morning with a little unboxing, and now in a few moments, you're going to see a drastic change happen before your very eyes. Me going from this to this with makeup on and my hair done. I'm about to get my period, real talk. So I woke up this morning feeling absolutely blah. I'm so bloated, my skin is freaking out. I just don't feel very cute today, so I'm going to defy all odds and make myself look cute because I'm capable of doing hard things. So let's transform. What am I doing with my hands? Part 75. So we are getting ready. So I'm wearing the dress that I showed you guys a couple of episodes ago from Free People. Got it via a boutique in my hometown. Everyone says like, oh, that boutique in my hometown. Well, my version of that is Brightside Boutique. It's in Annapolis. I feel like it might be a little bit like gaping here, a little bit big, but I am also a member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, so it's not abnormal for me to not fill out things like this. So I'm shooting a couple of Instagram campaigns today, aka I have bribed my sister to take pictures of me in my backyard. That is what it looks like. So I'm going to do my hair and my makeup and move this mirror because like this creepy angle is not doing it. If you guys are curling your hair, do you curl your hair before your makeup or after your makeup? I'm genuinely curious about other people's order of doing things. This is a Remington curling iron. I've used this since sophomore year of college. I think this costs like $18 or something. My mom uses like fancy Dyson products and I'm like, me with my $17 curling iron, it's fine. I remember one specific getting ready with me video that I posted back when I had to have been, I was still in high school, so probably like, I don't know, sophomore year of high school, and I posted me curling my hair and I got fully roasted for it. And people called me out for curling my hair wrong. I think I was actually using the same exact curler that I'm holding in my hands and I've been scarred for life ever since. So that is the day that I learned how to, or I guess how not to curl your hair. I learned. So I'm going to curl my hair and then we will reconvene. How about that? Because I don't think this process is extremely exciting. All right, everyone, so I am back. I just finished curling my hair, so now I'm going to spritz a little bit of, what is this, hairspray? Yeah, I love when my curls look soft, like they are touchable. As I was curling my hair, I was thinking, because I was listening to this playlist, which I just discovered today. If you guys watched my Q&A vlog a couple of episodes ago of Vlogmas, you would know why I'm listening to this. All Too Well is the best Taylor Swift song to ever exist. That is what this playlist is called. It's in all caps. As I was listening to some of these old Taylor Swift songs that I remember playing in my first car when I'd first gotten my permit, like back when I was like 15, listening to these Taylor Swift songs, it gives me a very weird sort of nostalgia, not like a fond nostalgia all the time. Sometimes it's a sad nostalgia because I miss that person that I was and I miss the child in me that had yet to be disappointed by this world and by the truth of love, the truth of relationships, the truth of friendships. But they're also kind of a time machine of sorts and they allow us to revisit who we were, and it helps us kind of speak to that inner child that we have. And I was recently introduced to the concept of the inner child. I think Taylor Swift, like, as cheesy as it sounds, helps me speak to my inner child, get to know her again and tell her that she is valid. And yeah, growing up is something that is inevitable, but you don't have to lose who you were. That's not something that's a non-negotiable at all. It really is something that you can hold on to. I have a bunch of little spots popping up. I started calling them spots because I feel like a lot of European people call them spots and not zits or pimples, and it kind of makes them sound cuter. I'm gonna use this super high coverage Beauty Blender concealer that I actually left here the last time I was here. Love it when you just like wake up to new friends on your face. I didn't see the no vacancy sign. The shade is a bit light, but it will definitely open up my eyes. So we are concealed. Next we're going to move on to my favorite little concoction ever, a little cocktail for my face. I showed this on Instagram and so many of you guys asked for links for these products because you were just as amazed as I was the first time I used them and was like, whoa. I have extremely dry skin, so I can get away with like putting highlight all over the place and it doesn't look crazy. So be aware if you have oily skin. But I mixed this Rare Beauty Selena Gomez, what is this, highlighter, Enlighten Liquid Luminizer, and I mixed it with a little bit of my slipcover SPF 35 tinted moisturizer. You guys know I'm obsessed with sunscreen, so I always make sure I have SPF on my face every day, even when it is cloudy AF like today. So I put a little bit of the tinted moisturizer. This highlighter comes with a doe foot, which is nice. So I just take my Beauty Blender, mix them together. So I'm just going to I've been revisiting Hoola bronzer. This was such a like YouTube beauty community darling for so long. I feel like people still use it too. My mom has used it ever since I turned her on to it back in like 2012, so I'm stealing hers because my bronzer is just not cutting it. Next, we're using my all-time favorite blush from NARS, Deep Throat, which up until college I really thought was a term related to the Watergate scandal. A politically charged word, not at all. Oh gosh, I just went a little heavy-handed, so we're gonna blend, blend, blend till the cows come home. So now we're moving on to the eyeballs. Using Sin from Urban Decay, just like all over my lid, up to the brow bone. I'm very boring when it comes to eyeshadow these days. I just like something nice and champagne-y. A little dab on my nose, a little Cupid's bow action. I'm skipping full liner today in favor of something a bit softer. Urban Decay 24-hour Glide On Pencil in Corrupt. Smudging it across my lash line just for a soft look. Curling my lashes with my disgusting eyelash curler, please don't look at it. Finishing off the eyes with this mascara, it is the Mile High Club mascara from Wander Beauty. It's a volume and length mascara. I find that it kind of exclusively lengthens. I don't find that it really adds a whole lot of drama and volume, but just it adds lots of length, which is what I like. I find it to be a talent that I can keep my mouth closed while I'm applying mascara, because I feel like most people can't or don't. So I've been meaning to talk to you guys about something that I just saw actually. Well, I was inspired to talk about this by Brooke. I think it was her first Vlogmas episode where she mentioned deleting all of her dating apps for December, and it really inspired me. Dateless December, or dating app, delete dating app December. There's gotta be a better way to say this, like a better, like fun way. Dating app free December or something. She called it something cool. I am hopping on the bandwagon and I am deleting all of my dating apps too. And you guys know how fond of dating apps I am. I have been on Hinge, Bumble. I was on Tinder like back in the day, not anymore. But recently I've been on Hinge, Bumble, Raya. I went on so many dates in New York. I just like was really obsessed with the idea of like just going on like 3 dates a week. I feel like I've gone on like 70 Hinge dates or something. And I have friends that have never been on a Hinge date but are on the app, and that's like totally fine. But yeah, I don't know. I was on a bender and look at me now, still single, been on a bunch of good Hinge dates, a bunch of bad Hinge dates also. But I decided to follow suit with Brooke and delete my dating apps this December. We are working on ourselves this December, ladies and gentlemen. There is simply no need to be pen pals with people. Like, I feel on Hinge, I am simply pen paling it up. I used to have a pen pal when I was like 11 years old, and I think she lived in like Wyoming or something. I would get out my lined paper and I'd write this girl like a long-winded like essay about my life, the little mundane things I was doing. I would write her full long-winded essays about, and we would send each other letters in the mail, and we eventually got to meet, which was really cute. I wonder what she's up to these days. That's a good question. But anywho, when I'm on dating apps, I feel like I am literally a pen pal. We are writing back and forth, writing about our days, and that's really been the extent of it. Like, think about how many, if you guys are on dating apps, how many times you've just like had a conversation go absolutely nowhere and not point to any signs of like, we're gonna actually do something with this and meet up. Especially now, like, who needs it? Who needs it? Am I right, ladies? So I am following suit with Brooke and deleting my dating apps for December. Also, I'm applying Tatcha. You guys know I love my Tatcha Japanese peach seed lip jelly to my lips. The Kissable Lip Mask, that is what it's called. Talk about a glow up, ladies and gentlemen. I have really transformed. So now we're gonna take some photos for 2 different Instagram campaigns. Let me go get my sister. She's definitely playing Animal Crossing and she's definitely gonna be pissed when I interrupt her, but it has to be done. What are you looking at? TikTok? Did she drop it on his face?
No, she caught him simping.
Aw, even worse. Okay, let's go. Do a couple of more ones. And I'm just, it's really just, it's not you, it's me.
Ooh, look at that. Woo! Behind the scenes.
Gorgeous.
I'm sorry. What? You don't normally just wear a dress every day? Oh my gosh.